ordinary tattoos, but to him, these tattoos are his escape key. Hidden in these tattoos is a complete map of the prison. His name is Mike, a genius engineer from the University of Chicago. He's successful, earning $500,000 a year. He's the envy of many, but that night, he made a crazy decision. He's going to rob a bank. Mike held up a bank. He didn't wear a mask. When the manager stalled, he seemed calm. Soon, police arrived outside. Mike cooperatively raised his hands, with a hint of a smile. Clearly, this was all part of his plan. In court, Mike ignored his lawyer's defense, confessing to his crime. His lawyer was shocked, asking why he would do something so stupid, but Mike avoided eye contact, refusing to answer. In the end, Mike was sentenced to 5 years for armed robbery. Throughout the trial, he had just one request: to be placed in Fox River Prison, the closest prison to home. This is a maximum security prison, filled with dangerous criminals. Death and violence are the norms there. Mike was locked up in cell A40. On his first night, he witnessed a bloody incident. Mike was terrified. Luckily, his cellmate Sucre wasn't a bad guy. Sucre eagerly introduced Mike to the tough characters in the prison. Like this old man with a cat, he looks normal, but he's the legendary thief D.B. Cooper. 30 years ago, he stole $1.5 million and jumped from a plane. Even though he's caught now, the money is still missing. But Mike's focus wasn't on those tough guys. It was on someone else. Lincoln Burrows. Lincoln was locked away for murdering the vice president's brother. He's on death row, scheduled for execution in a month. Lincoln is extremely dangerous. Sucre warned Mike not to mess with this death row inmate, but Mike wasn't scared at all, because
he's my brother.
That's right. Mike robbed the bank to get into this prison, to save his brother before execution, because his brother is innocent. Lincoln didn't kill the president's brother. He was framed by the rich. On Sunday, Mike finally met his brother.
I'm getting you out of here. It's impossible. Not if you design the place, it isn't.
Screw on a bench with a coin. He did his homework before getting locked up. If he files the screw into a hex shape, it'll fit into the custom bolt in the prison toilet. Twist it out. He can remove the toilet and escape into the underground pipes. But just as he gets going, T-Bag, the notorious killer, shows up with his sidekick. Everyone knows that bench is T-Bag's turf. Michael tries to get up and leave, but T-Bag stops him.
Scofield. One thing's for sure, you're just as pretty as advertised. Prettier even.
A prison gang is about to start a war against the white inmates. T-Bag tells Michael if he holds his pocket, he'll keep him safe. Michael turns him down instantly.
Then you best move then. Now.
Michael has no choice but to leave. He leaves the screw half-twisted. Next day, he comes back and twists the screw off fast. But then T-Bag shows up again. Michael quickly hides the screw in his hand, but T-Bag catches him anyway. Michael hands it over. T-Bag thinks Michael wants it for protection. When a guard walks by, T-Bag stretches and hands the screw to his sidekick. Michael can't stand losing his escape key, so that night, he sneaks into T-Bag's bathroom, starts searching for the screw, but T-Bag catches him again.
What you doing in my cell?
Michael stays calm. He tells T-Bag he just needs a weapon, because the prison gang war is about to start. During the guard check, a white inmate steps out of line. Chaos breaks out. Michael gets thrown off the second floor. Before he can recover, T-Bag's sidekick charges at him with murder in his eyes. He reflects it onto his arm. Tattooed on it are mysterious letters and numbers. He quickly grabs a pen and paper, writes them all down. The next day during yard time, he sneaks his fingers, feels around for screws under the benches, sensing their shape by touch. After searching for a while, he finds his target, 11211147. He casually sits on the bench, uses a coin to quietly turn the screw, successfully removes it. Back in his cell, Michael rubs the screw on the floor. It quickly gets shaped into a hexagon. He pulls up his sleeve, matches the screw to one of his tattoos. Perfect fit. He inserts the screw into the sink's bolt, twisting carefully while keeping an eye on the hallway. Soon the bolt comes off. Next step, use the sink as cover, and carve out a hole in the wall with the screw. But it's a huge job. He needs Sucre's help. To see if Sucre can be trusted, Michael wraps a phone, hides it right under Sucre's nose. A phone is a serious crime in prison. If Sucre doesn't report it, he's involved too. Sucre warns Michael to stop messing around, but Michael plays it tough.
I don't like the look in your eye. What's in there? You never saw it. Got it?
Michael then gets his brother Lincoln to snitch to guard Bellick, claiming Sucre has a hidden phone. Bellick calls Sucre in, demands he confess about the phone. Sucre's confused. How did this even happen? Now he could rat out Michael, clear his name and get some credit, but he doesn't. He denies the whole thing. Later Sucre is furious. He demands the phone to call his girlfriend, but Michael reveals it's just a fake phone to test him. Sucre passes the test. Michael finally reveals the escape plan. Sucre is even more upset. He only has 16 months left. Why would he risk everything to avoid getting dragged into it? He applies to move cells. Bellick, who's always disliked Michael, sends him a new cellmate from the psych ward. Michael now has two choices: bring the new guy in, or work solo at night. Seeing the sharp look in his new cellmate's eyes, Michael chooses the second option. Late at night, when everyone's asleep, Michael takes out the screw, moves quietly to the sink, just about to start digging. He suddenly feels a chill on his back, turns around. His new cellmate, staring at him with those sharp eyes.
What's your problem?